Hello, welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff here, and tonight we're going to start part 1 of building the Loop Coaster. This is Lego set 10303. It just came out on July the 1st, about 3 weeks ago. This set, it comes with 3,756 pieces and 11 minifigures, and it retails for $399.99. Speaking of those 11 minifigures, we're going to go ahead and build the lion's share of them right here. Looks like we've got 8 of them here. And hello, Greg. How you doing? Thanks for joining, Greg. How has your day been today? I'll tell you what, I had a pretty awesome day. It was pretty easy. My job requires these online trainings, kind of like PowerPoints, I guess you could say. And they just kind of throw them in our queue, and we get emails saying, hey, you got this and this to do. And I had 5 of them that were due by the end of the month, and because today was a slow day, hey, you know what, I fired those up and I got all 5 of them done, so I am done. That doesn't mean they won't put more in there later. They probably will, but for right now I've got all the ones required done, and I feel good about that. Also, I'm very well aware of the news that there's a giant heat wave hitting a lot of the U.S. and Europe right now. I count myself very fortunate. Number one, I have air conditioning, and number 2, I live in an area where, and this guy kind of looks like Elvis here. I love his sideburns, love the sunglasses. Anyway, or the glasses, not sunglasses. Where I live at, it's not that bad. We don't get as warm as the rest of the place. And I love this girl's kind of Bob Dixie cut little thing. Don't care for the blue hair. Who the heck? What the heck? Oh, looks like I missed a call, but you know what? I'm in the middle of a live stream, so I wouldn't have taken it anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because the place that I live at, the valley, is not very wide. It's only about 2.5, 3 miles wide, so we don't get a lot of direct sunlight, so it doesn't get as warm here. You go about 40 minutes south to where my sister's at, and it's consistently 10 degrees or more warmer down there. That also means in the winter we're colder, but you know what? That's okay. All right, so here is 8 out of the 11 minifigures. I'm going to go ahead and set these guys aside. I did have a really good day also. The neighborhood kids came over. Because they're underage, I won't say their names, but they're awesome kids. They came over and helped me out. We went through all of my totes, all my Lego totes, and we found the rest of my Lego sets that have to do with Tatooine, and I probably said that wrong. But anyway, that's Luke Skywalker's home planet. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a display there for that show coming up. So anyway, I got some sets to put together. And let's see. Greg says he's doing well. Good. I was thinking about watching a movie, but completely forgot about the live stream. Maybe later. Well, hey, thanks for joining me, Greg. And thanks for putting me a little ahead of the movie. I appreciate that. Always, man, always. See, Greg and John, both of them, they're some of the best guys you'll ever find around. And I sincerely mean that. They both of them have been good friends to me now for quite some time, and I just appreciate them. I appreciate both of them. It's easy to find people who pretend like they care, and then there's those who really do care about you. And both of those are those kind of friends that you just know that they care about you. They're always messaging me, and throughout the week, even when I'm not doing live streams, and especially these last 3 months where I was just so busy I didn't do much live streams or anything. Both of them kept in touch with me and made sure I was still, kicking. And I appreciate that. I really do. What I really also appreciate is the squirrel. I think that squirrel is fun. Alright, we got to apply our first sticker. Our first sticker is a It's a little map of the amusement park. It includes the Ferris wheel, carousel, and it's got the haunted house, which I have all of those. And John says, hello everyone, like and share to Twitter. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And John says, I want to build the custom F-14. It's about 300 parts. And Greg says, the movie, it's about Selena Quintilla Perez. Okay, I don't know who that is, Greg, I'll be honest. Who is that? Enlighten us, please. I will say a couple things. I got my Bricklink order in the mail, and I went through it and counted it. Everything's there, and that's really cool because that means I've got all the pieces that I need in order to work on the Docking Bay 327, which is the Death Star mock. I've got everything I need for that now. Well, for the base of it, I'm sorry, the Mills plates. I'm sure I'll be ordering more pieces. And also while I was out there, I found some more things. I found, what do you call that? I'm sorry. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm still kind of a little foggy. I apologize, but you know, sometimes I got a nap. Today was just one of those days where I needed a nap. Trying to take care of myself better. So anyway, and I have been, by the way. We'll talk about that later. I found some more pieces that I'm gonna need for that Docking Bay 327. I found some pieces when it comes to like the figures, and I also found some more sets I can cannibalize for that, so good stuff. And I also found some more of those tan base plates that I need for the tattooing, which I'm very excited about because those are retailing for $14.99 on Bricklink on average, and I was able to find 5 of them. So at $14, that's $75 I just saved myself today just finding that. So good luck, good stuff. Oh, by the way, please let me know if you guys, I left the fan on in the background. I didn't leave the air conditioner on because I know you guys can hear that, and that's loud and obnoxious. But I left the regular just box fan on. Please let me know if that's too loud, and if it interferes. If it does, I will turn it off, but I'm hoping to keep it on because my goodness, it is warm. And you know something? I grabbed the wrong piece, so let me grab the right piece. I love this little thing with the balloons. Absolutely ingenious. And Greg says work is going to be hell because a couple people got fired. Wow, man, sorry to hear that, Greg. Did they at least create a scene when they got fired? No, I'm just kidding. I've always told myself that when I get fired, I'm going to pretend like security threw me out the glass window. But I haven't been fired, so. And now I work from home, so if they fired me, there ain't going to be no security. It's just going to be me getting, I'll turn on my computer one of these days and I won't have access. Kind of an uneventful firing, don't you think? So I did lay out the first 3 bags, and I do believe we'll get through that tonight. So I did put in a quote on Bricklink asking a guy who has all the rest of the tan pieces that I need. Because what I don't like about Bricklink is that that's one of the few services where you don't actually know what you're going to pay when you buy. Because people come back with these ridiculous numbers on shipping. And I get upset about that because you got to remember, I ship stuff all day long. And I go to the post office every single day. So when somebody says, oh yeah, your medium flat rate box cost $19. I'm like, no, it doesn't. In fact, I know that it costs like $16.45, and on top of that, if you use PayPal shipping or Stamps.com or whatever, they give you a pretty decent rate that's even lower than that. So I usually ask for a quote first, so I know exactly how much I'm going to pay. 'Cause I don't want to buy pieces for $200 or $300, and then they come back with, oh well, you owe me $40 in shipping. It's like, no, I don't. And technically, you can cancel an order on Bricklink if the shipping's too high. But the thing is, that could get messy. So I just try to avoid it altogether. And Mrs. Chip says hello. It's not too loud. Thank you. I am glad for that because I didn't want to turn it off. And Greg says I had Chick-fil-A for dinner. That's the cross between lunch and dinner. Well, awesome. I love me some Chick-fil-A. The only problem is I live out in the middle of nowhere now, and there's not a Chick-fil-A anywhere to be found around here. Oh, there we go, knocking stuff over. Okay, well, we now have the hot dog stand, which I think is pretty cool. You got ketchup and mustard here, and you got some buns and some hot dogs, and you got a little umbrella to keep the guy cool in the 110 weather. Which, speaking of weather and this hotness that we're experiencing in this country, I don't know. Did anybody see that video that went viral about the UPS driver who collapsed on that guy's porch because it was just so hot? I gotta say, I was a little bit disappointed with UPS's answer. They said that their trucks don't have air conditioner because they're frequent stops. It just wouldn't be efficient. I disagree. I have had a delivery job before, and I will tell you right now, my feeling is the main reason that they don't do it is because of cost. Those trucks are expensive enough to run, and it would cost a whole lot more in gas to run it. But you know what? When you got employees like the guy who was delivering in Arizona in 110 weather and he's collapsing on the porch, you guys need to take care of your people. And enough with the stupid excuses. And I was a part of a live stream recently where it was debated on whether having a... Oh, I'm sorry, my brain's sticking. Like I said, I took a nap. They were debating whether having a Lego haul video was just flexing, and how some YouTubers have gotten criticism for doing Lego haul videos because people say that they're just flexing and showing off how much money they have. I disagree, and I'll say more here in a minute. But I want your thoughts as well. And here we go. Here's a pretzel cart. It's got complete with a couple pretzels there. Well, Greg, I will say this, and I'm no doctor, but it says you say I'm losing a lot of weight fast. I don't know what I weigh. It could be the heat, could be increase in activity, and maybe you're eating less. And if those things are all true, I would say congratulations, you're on a good road. However, if you are losing weight and you don't know why and you're losing it fast, you may want to go see the doctor, because it could be a sign of far more serious things. So, and let me get back to what I was saying about the having Lego haul videos. I would like some feedback on that and what you guys think. If the Lego haul videos really are just flexing. I don't think they are. And I don't think they are, because I don't use mine to flex. I use it as a way to show you a preview on what I'm going to be building on my channel. That's the reason I do it. And if you haven't noticed, that is what I do. And I don't go buying a bunch of sets that I never use. The sets that I purchase are specifically for the channel, and here lately, especially in the last, say, 6 months, I've been focusing my purchases on things that I'm going to be using like right away, or longer term sometimes for my Lego City mock. So anyway, Mrs. Chip, how hot did it get over there? Today, Wesley, wasn't that bad. It got to 95, and you know, that's still warm, but our heat it's very dry here. The humidity's very low, so there are no complaints from me when it gets to 95. However, like I said, where my sister's at, just 40 minutes south of me, it gets a whole lot warmer. And right now, my sister's house does not have AC, so you don't see me hanging out there very often because I don't do well in the heat. And John's saying hello to Mrs. Chip. And Greg says, when I get seizure free, I'm going to go into the service. That is awesome, Greg. I hope that you can get seizure free. I won't. I know we've talked a little bit about this offline, and I'm going to leave it right there just because I don't divulge people's personal details. It's your story to tell. And I appreciate what you've shared with me. And here's the cars here for the roller coaster itself. Now we're going to build the, laying out the pieces here. Mrs. Chip says it got up to 90 here, and that is with the humidity. Yeah, I know. I used to live there, and I was not a fan of that humidity, let me tell you. I remember the first time I was involved with humidity, because I grew up mostly, I can say this is a fair statement, even though my dad was in the military, a fair statement is I grew up most of my time in California, and then some in Utah, but not much. And anyway, I'm not going to give a full breakdown, but anyway, my point is, if you look at those two areas that I lived, those are two dry areas. California's semi-arid, so it does have a tiny bit of humidity, but nothing like back east or down south. And on top of that, Utah is a desert, so they got like zero humidity. So when I moved to Kentucky when I was 19, oh my goodness, I thought I was a glutton for punishment. Of course, I know. Greg's going to pop in here and say Texas has higher humidity. And they do. They do have higher humidity than Kentucky. But still, Kentucky was my first crack at it, and I didn't like it. And Greg says the Marines is his first choice, or his choice. I think Mrs. Chip might have something to say about that. I'm just kidding. My nephew, the one that I was telling you about, that I went to dinner this last week, he was in the Marines, and he did a tour in Japan for 4 years, excuse me, and then he got out, and then he went back in. Not in the Marines though. When he went back in, he went in under the Air Force. But my nephew is 34, How do I know that? Because I was 13 when he was born. I remember that. Yeah, I'm the fourth out of 5 children, so I'm towards the tail end of that family. So I have siblings that are, you know, as you can tell, a little bit older than me, and their kids are. It's kind of weird because some of their kids are not that. They're not that far apart from me in age. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, I know he can choose whatever he wants. I'm just giving him a hard time, this chip. At least trying to. Alrighty, well, we are definitely on to bag 2. I can tell you that. We got on to bag 2 after we did the pretzel machine. Now we're, or pretzel stand. Now we're doing the other thing here. This is going to be interesting. So coming up tomorrow will be a live stream, but it's going to be doing the Millennium Falcon. Going to try to get some of that done. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live stream Friday night or not. Kind of think not. Only because I need to rest in between. Alright. Oh, I messed that up. I'm going to put that as on here. So, either Friday or Saturday will be another live stream. And it'll be part 2 of this. So I'm just going to keep alternating between the 2 until it's done. And Greg says, one of these days I'm going down to Mexico. You going to go to Mexico City? Are you going just to visit? Are you going to live there? You going there just to drink the wonderful water in Tijuana? No, I'm just kidding. It's a total joke. There's a Weird Al song that says, it's instead of Rico Suave, it was Taco Grande. And he says, you go to Tijuana, just don't drink the water. Anyway. Dumb joke, but you know, hey, that's all I got. Okay. Just making sure I have everything. I do. So after this little bit, we're going to start actually building some of the support pillars for this. And that gets exciting. I am very excited about that. And let's see. Tourism, okay. And I was just giving you a hard time about that too. There's nothing wrong with that at all. The only part of Mexico I've ever been to is Tijuana, actually. One of these days I need to make my way down there too. When we lived in Germany, I did a little bit of sightseeing in Europe. Not a whole lot, but I did some. I've been to London. I've been into a little bit of France, Luxembourg, Austria, and of course Germany itself, because that's where we lived. So, if I had to go back and do it again, I would do some more sightseeing. At the time we were there, we had all 4 kids, and that's just expensive. I mean, you take anything and multiply it by 6 people, you know, the wife, me, and 4 kids, and that's just too much. And for us, that was back before I had finished school too, so there just wasn't the money to do that kind of stuff. And I do regret that, but, you know, if I have to go back and do it again, all my kids are grown, don't gotta worry about them, and yeah, I could do that stuff. And get some tequila, all right. just like that song Tequila. Anyway, the song that was on Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Big Adventure, excuse me. I gotta say it right. Don't I get a last request? If y'all have seen that, if you haven't, it's one of the funniest parts of the movie, I think. So, anyway, John says, my nephew was a Marine reservist, did a deployment, whatever the terminology for Latavia. Yes, it is a deployment, and at least the Army calls them that. We don't know about other places, but other services, I should say, other branches. That's what they call it there. Oh, see, and I thought I was short one of these. Yeah, I was short all right. Let's put an extra one in here, I saw. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Okay. And we are obviously laying out the groundwork for the pillars. I just kicked the camera, that was accidental. Alright, let's get these together. Hey, Brickable Cow, how you doing, bud? It seems like I just talked to you. I did. Last night on his live stream. How's your train going? He's got a train that he was trying to build going through the castle, and I think it's set 311. Oh, I can't remember now. Never mind, I'm even going to try. It's a 3-in-1 castle, and I did all 3 versions on my channel. Anyway, he was trying to outfit his to make a kind of like an archway so that he can get his train through there. And I never did see if he did accomplish that. He was trying. He was measuring it out and stuff. So anyway, how did that end up? Did that work out for you, Brickable Cow? If you did, that's utterly fantastic. Oh, and by the end of this build, we are going to have a little bit of track going. Sorry, my knee is really itching. And I have to say, too, I'm very proud of myself. On Amazon Day, I ordered a security system with 8 cameras. And I have spent my time installing that. And so now I don't have all the cameras, but I got 3 of them set up around here. I'm very proud of that, and they're working. They're connected to my phone and everything. So yeah, it's awesome. And Brickable Cow says, yeah, it pretty much got built. It looks great, and the train flies through it great. You'll be able to see that on tonight's stream. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, your stream, I believe, is at 6. Max, stop it! Excuse me. I love Max, but he can be an annoying cat. Yeah, your stream is in about 30 minutes. Okay, so I've got to build one of these, and it goes here. Oh, John, so I gotta catch up on comments here. Greg says next Friday is almost 2/3 from affording the Titanic. That is awesome, dude. I wish I could get that one too, but hey, I'm glad you can. That's not one that I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to get. I don't see the funds being available. not with everything I got going on. So, and let's see. Jane says, or Miss Chip says, I hear Max. John says, oh boy, never heard him yell. Yeah, he was here. You should see me and Rue having a conversation. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't yell very often, and sorry I did that. He's just irritating me right now. Because I pet him all day. Seriously. He comes up to me. I counted one time. Well, I started counting one time how many times he cries at me a day. And I lost track at 20. He wants attention consistently. And while I don't mind it most of the time, there are times like right now that heck no. It is not going to happen. And no, Cliffy starts the 72-hour off at 30 minutes. I'm on 11. Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot about that. I am on there Sunday morning early. I think like 5 to 6 my time. I'll have to check my calendar, but I'm on there too. I want to support Cliff. I think Cliff's a great guy. And there, I don't support everybody on here, but Cliff, Yeti, Brickable, there's a few others. I do support their channels. I think they're great people. And Sue, yeah, how you doing? Sue's another one. She or he, I'm sorry, I don't know which one, is on Yeti streams as well, and Cliff's channel once in a while, and you get to talk with them. It's good stuff. And I bet that conversation was fun. John says it takes about 5 minutes. Chip, I got a great joke for you. Can't say it out loud. Well, if you've got my number, I put it in the chat we were in the other day. Text it to me, man. Because I think of jokes all the time when I'm on those streams. I can't say them because I'm not trying to get their channels demonetized or whatever. But I think, hey, look, man, there's not a whole lot of jokes that offend me. Mrs. Chip can attest to that. In fact, I think the worse the joke is, the more I like it. But anyway, that's just me. And I'm in no way politically correct. I don't give a darn about it being politically correct. Greg, if I got a camera and a laptop and lightning, I can live stream with it. Yeah, you could. Lighting, I'm sorry, not lightning. Yeah, you really could. Greg, I'll tell you what. As far as the lighting kit, I mean, I bought mine 2 years ago, but my lighting kit was only about $60 that I use on this thing. So the lighting kit's not too expensive. Cameras, you can start off with a cheaper one and build yourself up to one that's a little bit better. Or just use your phone. A lot of people do that. Phones these days got some great resolution on them, really. So yeah, you could. And Sue says, moo cow, hello everyone. And Brickable Cow is talking back to Sue. Cliff, Yeti, or Seth here. They're not tonight, but they do drop in occasionally. But Cliff starts his 72 hours here in a minute or two, in about 30 minutes. And I'm going to be attending over there just to give him a hard time a little bit. All right. And boy, those child locks I got for Rue, my Beagle doors sure do work. And Dylan says, that set is so cool. Sucks it's $400. I love theme parks, and this is amazing. Thanks, man. Dylan, I did not pay full price for this. Well, I guess you could say I did. I saved my I saved my VIP points because there's no way $400 is a lot. I end up paying just a little under $200 with my points and tax and all that good stuff. So, and if it wasn't for the VIP points, I don't think I would have got this one. I certainly do have my limits on how much I can afford. And I do like Lego. Don't get me wrong. It's not that. It's just sometimes, you know, with all the other responsibilities I have, I just can't always buy Lego like I used to. Okay, this is going to be a problem because this is sticking up. So I'm going to have to peel this off, and there we go. All right, I think we're done. Yes, we are with this little guy. Goes right here. John, would you consider taking your streaming to Rumble? I'm actually trying to see. I've heard there's software that you can stream on more than one platform at a time. And if I could figure that out, which I'm sure I could, just got to take the time to do it, then I could do both platforms at the same time. And I might even try some more platforms because there's so many of them out there. And you know, there's some rumors that YouTube's dying off, and I don't really know if the rumors are 100% true or not, but it doesn't hurt to diversify so that in case it does die off, I'm not stuck on a platform that doesn't really do much. So I could try, John. Whole bunch of rabbits Rue's barking at. He says Brickable Cow, it's in your Insta. Okay, I will check that. I just recently started using Instagram. I'm not too into Instagram, but that seems to be where a lot of people are at. So this channel is also on Rumble. I just don't do the live streams on Rumble. And see, Dylan says I have a really tight wallet, so that's a dream getting that. I'm sorry to hear that, man. There was a time I couldn't afford one Lego. That's not where I'm at now, but I certainly do have to watch what I buy. This home that I purchased here, it requires a lot of maintenance, and I mean a lot of maintenance. It just has been neglected for a long time. So, okay, let's build the next little piece here. Some of the repairs are not necessary right away, but some of them are. So I've been working on as many as I can. And John says I just tossed carrots to them. Just make sure it's free. You don't want something like Twitch. Oh, I didn't know Twitch charges. I'm not too hip on that. My son is, though. Maybe I should get with him and find out. Actually, I talked to my son today. And it's really neat. You know, as your kids grow, your relationship changes, and you become more of a friend to them than you are a parent. And I like that stage, and all of my kids are grown now. And it's also nice because you spend all these years responsible for other people, and there's stressful moments. And then now it's like I'm not responsible for them. So I enjoy that. I'm glad to be at the stage, and I've got a couple grandkids, and they're fun because you get to spoil them and not have to deal with the aftermath. I know my daughter doesn't like me for that, but that's what grandparents are for. You know, I once heard that granddads were fathers without rules. Anyway, Greg, no, I have not. Did you watch the Halloween Ends trailer? I did not. And John says, yeah, they do, and if you're part of Prime, it's free with ads. Oh, okay. Well, I am Prime member. When I moved out to the country, that was one of the considerations because, well, I just don't want. I don't want to be like paying shipping because I'm out here and there's not a lot of stores, so a lot of times I'm buying stuff online. Wow, this stuff's hurting my fingers. That's a problem though. That's always a problem with Lego. I'm always hurting my fingers on these things, these studs. I need to grow some calluses. Alright, so here's another support. And as far as the shop is concerned, that I was going to put my Lego studio in, I'm not really sure how it's going to go, guys. The guy who built it didn't build it right, and I'm afraid there's some serious structural problems with it, and I just found this out. So I gotta wait for this guy to get his stuff out, which he's in no hurry to, but he's gonna be in a hurry here in a minute. I need him to get his stuff out so we can look at the whole entire floor and everything properly. And once that comes about, then okay, let's see. Then I can get a general contractor in here and let them look at it and observe it and say, okay, this is what we think it's going to take. And I'll be honest with you, if it's going to be too much money, I'm not going to fix it and I'm not going to use it. All right. Looks like we've got a couple other support beams to build here. Gotta go. See you later. Well, thanks for stopping by, Brickable. It's good to see you as always. But like I said, I won't know anything definitive on that shop until a little bit later. So and I don't appreciate nasty surprises like that, but you know what, life sometimes throws you those, and there isn't a whole lot you can do about it. Okay, so now we got a couple of support beams to build, and then once we're done with that, we're gonna put some track on here a little bit. And all right, and yes, see a cow, and then Greg says, how's the family doing? They're doing pretty good. I got to talk to my son today for a few minutes, and he bought himself a guitar, and he's trying to learn how to play that. It's been something that he's wanted to do for years, and he's finally able to get some change together and get a guitar. And I'm being facetious because guitars don't cost change. They cost a lot more than that. And speaking of change, I actually found my Ninjago bank today. That's something that I was really looking forward to finding, because I love that thing, and I haven't been able to find it since the move. And when me and a couple kids next door were going through the stuff, the Legos out there, we found it. It took us an hour and a half to go through all those totes. And not like we were really looking that hard, we were just kind of skimming, but there's a lot there. So yeah, I talked to my son, he's doing pretty well, and then he's going to be starting up school here soon. He did so well in high school that he got a free 1-year scholarship to the school of his choice in where he lives. Okay, So how do I do this now? I don't see how that's possible. Oh, I see how it's possible, because I gotta flip this thing around. Okay, so now we got a support beam here. And we gotta build 2 of these, so let's double up on that. Double and triple it. But yeah, I'll hold off on my decision about doing a live stream on Friday until I'm done with the live stream tomorrow. If I'm feeling okay and I'm feeling up to it, I'll do it Friday. If not, Saturday. Maybe even Sunday. Okay, so we've got to flip it upside down. You know, living out here has its perks, but it's got its downsides too. When you live out this far, there isn't many people here, so there isn't many people to help you either. So, yeah. And sometimes I really wish I could get some help, because when I lived in the city, there's certain places you could go to get people to work for you for a day or 2 and help you out. I'm a fan of that, but I can't do that here, because who are you going to ask to help you? There's nobody here to ask. So it's a little different. Alright, we are almost done with the stream tonight, because okay, I gotta flip this bad boy around. Okay, so it goes on this one, and then same here with this one. Okay, so now we got some track. Oh, did I do that right? That does not look like I did it right. And why not? Oh, okay. Alright, I see. Because this track drops, that's why. I did do it right. Alright guys, this is bags 1 through 3 tonight, the roller coaster set 10303. And thanks, Miss Chip, that's awesome. I saw a few gators today, hopefully not too close. That's too close for comfort in my opinion, if you could see them. But anyway, I appreciate you guys' support. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys on the next live stream, which is going to be tomorrow night, and that is going to be a continuation of the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon that came out in 2007, and that's set 10179. Alright guys, have a good night, and I'll catch you later.